Welcome to Psychological Chills. I investigate the strange, the unsettling, and the things that crawl beneath the surface of our reality. And today, I have something truly bizarre. It started a week ago. A flicker. A momentary distortion in my vision. I dismissed it as fatigue, stress. But it's been happening more and more. And it's not just me seeing it. I'm a digital artist. I work with visuals, so I'm acutely aware of even the smallest anomalies. This isn't a trick of the light, it's like a glitch in reality. Objects will momentarily shimmer, colors will bleed, and shadows will stretch and contort in impossible ways. It lasts for a fraction of a second, but it's enough to send a chill down your spine. And the worst part? I feel like I'm being watched, not in a menacing way, but observed. Like someone, or something, is studying me, testing the boundaries of my perception. I've set up cameras, but they only capture the normal world, never the glitches. I need to find out what's causing this before it consumes me. I started documenting the glitches, trying to find a pattern. It wasn't random. The distortions always occurred around certain objects: a specific lamp, a framed photograph, a porcelain doll. I tried removing the objects, but the glitches simply shifted to other items. It wasn't the objects themselves, but something connected to them. A resonance. I noticed that the glitches seemed to intensify whenever I focused on them. It was like the more I tried to understand it, the more it pushed back. I started hearing faint echoes, fragments of sound that didn't belong. A whisper in an empty room. A distorted melody from a forgotten song. A distant laugh that sent shivers down my spine. The echoes always occurred during the glitches, as if the distortions weren't just visual but auditory as well. They were subtle, almost imperceptible, but they were there. I tried recording the echoes, but the recordings always came out clean, devoid of any unusual sounds. It was as if the sounds existed only within the glitches, a phantom presence. I started noticing that my reflections weren't quite right. A slight distortion in my features, a flicker in my eyes, a subtle change in my expression. It was fleeting, almost imperceptible, but it was enough to make me question my own identity. Was I still me? Or was something else inhabiting my body? I tried recording my reflection, but the recordings always showed a normal image of myself. It was as if the distortions only occurred when I looked directly at my reflection. I started experiencing technical glitches with my equipment. Cameras malfunctioning, lights flickering, computers crashing. It wasn't a hardware issue. It felt intentional. The glitches always occurred during the distortions, as if the fabric of reality itself was rejecting my attempts to capture it. It was like something didn't want me to see, to understand. I tried isolating my equipment, using backups, but the glitches persisted. It was as if the interference was coming from somewhere else, from beyond the physical realm. I realized that the glitches weren't random. They were deliberate, calculated. They were a form of communication, a message from something beyond my comprehension. I looked around my apartment, a sense of dread washing over me. I wasn't alone. I was being watched, studied, analyzed. I closed my eyes, bracing myself for whatever was about to happen. I felt a presence, cold and ethereal, looming over me. I opened my eyes and saw nothing. But I knew it was there, watching, waiting. And I knew that it wouldn't stop until it had achieved whatever it desired. Have you ever felt like you were being watched, even when you were alone? Have you ever experienced a glitch in reality? Something that didn't quite make sense? What do you think is happening? Is this a psychological breakdown? Or is it something more? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you start seeing glitches, don't look too closely.